Salibonani, Mabuyani, welcome to the Girls Table Talk Show, a show that gives young women a platform to share their experiences on issues that affect them. I am your host, Bekezela Mguni, and today we want to talk about lack of access to economic opportunities for young women. But I am joined by two other young women from rural communities, and we have our guest today, but I'll let them introduce themselves before we start with the conversation. Over to you, ladies.
Hi everyone, my name is Tshuma from Luphahla.
Hi everyone, my name is Katherine. I am from Plumtree.
Salibonani, mina engikhulumayo nguPrecious Luphahla, ngisebenzela kunhlanganiso okuthiwa iZimbabwe Coalition on Debt and Development, iZimCOD.
Ngiyabonga, now that we know each other, njengoba bese ngitshilo ukuthi sikhuluma nge-lack of access to economic opportunities for young women. Ufuna uqala ngizwe from young women ukuthi nxa sikhuluma ngama-economical opportunities, bona what comes to their mind?
Okay, I understand ukuthi nxa sikhuluma ngama-economical lack of access to economical opportunities, khuluma ngendaba zekufunda, indaba zekuswelakala kwe-employment, ukuswelakala kwezimali, abantu bezuza imali ezingabeneli.
I can understand, my understanding lack of opportunities in the economical sector is people are not employed out there, and akula msebenzi, children abahambe esikolo due to lack of financial assistance, and life is not going the way it should go.
Thank you so much from the ladies. Let's hear from you, Precious, ukuthi nxa sikhuluma ngama-economic opportunities for young women, and sikhuluma ngokuthi there is lack of access to these economical opportunities for young women, suke sikhuluma ngani?
Okay, ngiyabonga Bekezela. Ngiza add on to what they've already said. Uthi nxa sikhangele ngama-economic opportunities, sikhangelele amankazana labo mama bekwanisa ukuthi behambe be-access i-education as they are constitutionally given right, enjoying that right. Siphinde sikhangele ukuthi beqeda isikolo bekwanisa ukuthi bethole equal opportunities in the field lapho emsebenzini, not based on gender, but labo bekhangelelelwa as equal competitors in the field. Siphinde sikhangele futhi I think she did touch on lack of resources, which we can say is the major obstacle. Women and girls who come from the rural communities, they are always left behind once beswela imfundo, and it becomes a challenge for them to actually access education yakhona. Siyabona ku-prioritizwa abantwana abangabafana most of the times, if we are to look at ama beliefs that are there, that are already there in most societies. Most families believe in educating the boy child, which at the end of the day then disadvantages omama lamankazana in getting ama opportunities. Sikhangele futhi even nxa sikhuluma ngama economic opportunities, I think we can also talk about their exclusion in terms of the economic governance processes. Looking at the budget consultations, most of the times lapho asikwanisi to express ourselves, or sithi babe besendlini bekhangele beyenza unpaid care work nxa singayifaka njalo. Most of the times yathola ukuthiwa hayi ba busy, they cannot attend these meetings because of the work that they would have been assigned to endlini, which also limits their economic opportunities out there.
Ngiyabonga from Precious. I think siyafunda ukuthi because iZimbabwe is a patriarchal society, kulezinye izinto vele esenza as young women sibe disadvantaged. Talking about the economy today, ukuthi kube kuthiwa beke yakusela mali ye-fees. So between wena lo bhuti wakho, ubhuti wakho nguyosele chance yokuthi aqhubeke ngesikolo. But ngifuna uku understand ukuthi kuyini okubangela khonokho ukuthi uthole ukuthi thina we don't have the same opportunities as the other gender, njalo kusilimaza njani ukuthi sibe le lack of access to economical opportunities as women? What is the impact? Kusilimaza njani as young women? Let's hear from you guys. Now sesizwisisa ukuthi nxa sikhuluma ngama economical opportunities sikhuluma ngani, so kusilimaza njani ukuthi singabi le access to these economical opportunities?
Okay, well, I can say kuyasilimaza kakhulu as young women in the society. Uyathola ukuthi angikwanisi ukubhadalela umntwana school fees, or maybe I'm a single mother or ngilomntwana para angisebenzi, I'm not employed, angizuza imali. Even to start a business is difficult. I cannot do that. Akula income engizuzayo, so kuba nzima. Even ukuyenza the ends meet kuba nzima, imali ayitholakali, akula mali eZimbabwe, akula msebenzi, things are not well. So kuyasilimaza. Uthola ukuthi kumbe ngumama ole family olemuli ukucela imali emuntwini ongubaba, it becomes a serious problem. Kwesinye isikhathi sagcina sesingena ku gender based violence, umuntu egcine kuchaya sibile kuchayela imali yakhe, so kuba nzima kakhulu, impilo iba nzima.
Okay, mina kusetting ukuthi khona like a boy child gets educated compared to a girl child. I think from my experience, I think people like my parents will look at the girl child and say, ha, lo ufanele ukwenda nje, she will end up getting married and having children, compared to a boy child ababecabanga ukuthi this one will work and take care of a family. So at the end of the day, they educate umntwana ongumfana. So that's why ama girl child engafundiswa esikhathini esiningi. Yabona.
Thank you so much. Ukhuluma ukuthi sometimes you are a single mother and awulayo imali, uzithola usuhlukumezeka. So I'd want to find out from you, Precious, ukuthi as izimkhot, what are you guys doing to make sure ukuthi liya raise a level of financial literacy on young women, loku empower young women in rural areas, marginalized areas, on issues to do with the economic?
Okay, thank you, Bege. Njengezimkhot, our work is spread across the 57 districts lapho eZimbabwe. So we've managed to enroll a project called Fem Economics, where we aiming at strengthening the level of economic literacy amongst girls and women. So my programs on economic literacy, we talk about economic governance issues, public finance management issues, and we encourage mama on why the importance of attend budget consultation meetings. Like I said earlier on, the importance yokuthi bebekwazi ukuthi ezomkhonomi zimi njani, labo ukuthi bengazinceda njani. Sikhanyele maybe to add more on budget consultations. Most of the times we go out there and empower them on how they should contribute in the meetings, like the issues that they're facing on the ground, making sure what our priorities are, they are included guma budget processes, making sure that our budgets allow irons while they are also gender sensitive. We've also been doing social accountability monitoring trainings in the different parts of Zimbabwe, where we empower women on how they should mechanisms and tools that they can use in holding their duty bearers to account. See also for on how they can hold positions, you know, in some rural district councils and some local authorities. They are mama who are representing ngati o councillor in most of the times aba-representer omama. It's easier to actually relate nxa kulo mama who's already in a leadership position. I'm sure uyangizwisisa ukuthi they tend to understand our issues better. So we have also developed the handbook for mostly women on how they can participate in social accountability monitoring, the steps, the tools. It's a simplified document. We also do njengoba sikwazi ukuthi indaba zezikwereti, public debt. Public debt, we are trying to make it public debt a women's issue again, because we are the most affected. So we go out there to raise awareness on how public debt affects labo omama benjalo behlezi ezindlini labatsha. So we've come up with public debt bulletins which have been translated into the local languages. Sibona ukuthi sometimes emakhaya there's kulohlupho lwe access to information, so we are trying to bridge that gap by ensuring ukuthi siyabaphathela ulwazi bengasweli ulwazi when it comes to issues of public debt, when it comes to issues of public finance management, and how to participate in economic governance. Ngiyabonga.
Have anything to add?
Oh, talk about debt esingaba lawo maybe kuma councils, like maybe on a stand or something engithengisela khona bayathatha istand if we haven't paid, uyabhadala ama license and stuff. So nxa ungazange wazuza imali to pay, bayathatha and give to others who have paid.
I'm happy ukukhuluma ngokuthi liyacabangela ukuthi abantu bemakhaya abala i-network ukuthi they cannot access information ekuma social media pages, so liyayenza ama pamphlets, you said, ukuthi labo bathole the same information. So let's make sure ukuthi siphuma lapha sicela ama pamphlets lawo ku pressers sibe kwazi lokuthi how can we be part of izimkhodi ukuze sifunde about these economical opportunities akhona, so that we are empowered. Ngicela kodwa usichazele kabanzi from what I asked them ukuthi nxa sikhuluma nge-public debt sikhuluma ngani and how does it affect us as young women?
Okay, nxa sikhuluma nge-public debt sikhuluma ngesikwele singathi ngesindebele, in simple terms nxa ngikufaka ngathi isikweleti esikaZulu, the money that is owed by the government to different institutions angithi. So nxa sikhangela ukuthi isikweleti lesi sis-affect kanjani, sikuthatha njengokuthi njengama taxpayers, we all agree ukuthi we do pay tax. Singabo mama siyabhadala different taxes angithi. So i-tax le imali yabi which is supposed to be go towards the budgeting process and towards the realization of equality public, equality public service delivery. It then goes towards servicing this debt that I'm talking about. So imali le nxa iphuma, which means ama services ethu esiwafuna njengabo mama, they are then angaswelakala kwezinye indawo. Talk of our hospitals, ama clinics ethu siyabe sifuna ukuthi sithole kule mithi. Talk about even education sector enjalo. I'm sure i-constitution ethu ya state ukuthi every child has the right to education angithi, but because of isikwerede lesi siyabe silaso, ihulumende wethu uyabe sethatha imali lezana that is meant to contribute towards i-development, ingqubela phambili, singathi emakhaya, singathi ngapha etown, imali yakhona isuke ithathwe iye service ezikwerede. Yikho ngisithi i-public debt iyasi-affecta njengamankazana, njengabo sisi, njengabo mama. Ngiyabonga Bekezela.
Talking about the issue of healthcare, one of our young women from Plumtree Sebenza, I once did a podcast ekhuluma ngakhona ukuthi it's so difficult ekhaya ukuthi oqala esibhedlela siyabe sikhatshana sikweduzana, then uhambe esibhedlela sakhona ufike ukuthi uyagula hambe ethenga ama-pains akhona awekho. So manje liyabona ukuthi siya understand ukuthi it's because of the public debt ukuthi sesicina singatholi izinto esizidingayo. So I'd want to find out from Lina ukuthi kuyini elicabanga ukuthi kungenziwa to increase ama-economic opportunities for young women.
I think mina nxa kungaba could introduce a high quality of education at an early stage. Abantwana bafunde kungakhethelekile ukuthi ngumntwana ongumfana kumbe ngonkazana. Ngoba ukungafundini kwabo ama rights abantwana abangamankazana they are being infringed ngokungaya esikolo. At the end of the day bayaswela imali kabakulalapha bangaqhatshwa khona. So ngicabanga ukuthi nxa kungabantu bengafunda abantwana abangamankazana bengafundwa lemsebenzini bezuze a decent salary engakwanisa ukubancedisa kukho konke ababefuna ukukwenza. Thank you.
Okay, mina I think we create some activities for young women. I think will make a difference. Like create some activities, maybe sports. And I understand with sports you can go far in sports as a young woman. And at the end of the day, you can get a job as a sports person and get paid. So I think my activities will play a big role and help ukuzama challenges that we face.
Precious, Uti, what are the most effective strategies that we can use to increase our economical opportunities for young women in Zimbabwe?
Okay, njengoba beke bakhuluma ngokuthi ama finances are usually a challenge to most women. Nxa sikhangele lapho i-setup yethu eZimbabwe, I think about 80% of omama they are in informal trading, and nxa singakufaka in simple terms. So if it's possible, maybe ama loans, more loans should be provided for women ukuthi bekwanisa ukuthi bezimele bodwa, bekwanisa ukuthi bezisupporte labo lezi muli zabo. Siyabona ukuthi it's taking long for us to recover from i-COVID-19. Sike sama kungasetshenzwa omama bengakwanisa ukuthi bethengise, so ukuthi bevuselele ama-business abo, maybe bephiwe ama loans. I know most of the times kule ndaba ye-collateral that can't be met by most of omama babe belezifiso zokuthi bekwanisa ukuthi bethole izimali lezi. Maybe then secondly sike sakhuluma ngendaba ze access to information. More information needs to go to our communities so that they also participate in these important processes, so that their voices are also amplified, their voices are also heard kuma decision making processes. So it's all about amplifying our voices abo mama lamankazana when it comes to decision making, wenzela ukuthi lama opportunities abo lawo engani aphuma.
Then nxa sesikhangela ama-businesses and ama-employers, licabanga ukuthi bangayenzani lena as young women ukuthi ba-promote nje ama-economic opportunities for young women?
For business I can talk about ama-loans wona lawo. Xa singakwanisa ukuthi sibe le-access to loans, because it's so difficult. They will tell you ukuthi kule bank it's youth bank, but nxa usiyakhona bayakutshela ukuthi bafuna umuntu who have already started something. So it becomes so difficult. Yabe ufuna ukuqalisa ungelalutho vele. So nxa bangayenzela labantu abangelalutho beqalise something, bayenze lama clubs oku-imali, I think that one can work.
I mean, I think ama businesses and ama employers can help ngoku try to create ama jobs like kuma sectors abo, like even if it's cleaning floors, I think that can help ama young women. Like when alama small jobs, at least at the end of the day someone will be getting something.
But do you have anything to add from what they've said, Precious?
Okay, ngifuna ukuthi kuphela we want an equal ground for women. We also want safer spaces, safer working spaces for women. Even I'll take an example of vending sites. Are they safe spaces for women? I know Mama Baning, they didn't face harassment kuma spaces on allow. So we want a safer space for women ukuthi bekwanze ukuthi bekhululeke nxa beyenza their businesses. Le ndaba yamaloni yona lesike sakhuluma ngayo ukuthi if loans are then awarded to women with ideas bekwanze ukuthi beyithole.
Thank you. I hope siyazwisisa ukuthi bakhuluma la ngama-loans ukuthi ama-loans nxa siwathola asiwathole lula because okokuqala okungenza ngingaqala ibhizinesi ukuthi imali yakhona ngelayo. But nxa ususithi akube ngumuntu oseke wayenza something ngizabe ngiyenze something ngiqalisele ngaphi. So ngifuna ukuzwisisa futhi ukuthi sikhulume ngokuthi sometimes nxa ungela mali yakho njengomuntu ongumama ugcina usuzithola usuyi-victim ye-gender based violence, but ngifuna uku-understand ukuthi what are the long term consequences ukuthi thina njengabantu abangomama sibe le-limited access to ama-economic opportunities. Okusilimazayo ukuthi lokhu yabe usubona ukuthi kuza ngilimaza isikhathi eside ngenxa yokuthi mina angila mali, I am not economical independent, so yonke into engifunayo kumele ngicele komunye umuntu. Kusilimaza njani in the long run?
Okay, ngizakhuluma futhi nge-GBV ukuthi uyagcina ulinyazwa even ngikhaya endlini sibili. Uyalimala, or let's say ufuna something, abantu abangamadoda they take advantage of us ladies just because we don't have money, we are unemployed and izinto ezinjalo. Uthola ukuthi ufuna something, so you have to exchange ngomzimba wakho to get that thing. Ugcine usuthola even the STIs, umkhuhlane, unwanted pregnancies, into ezinjalo ziyasilimaza kwempilo yethu yonke.
Kusilimaza ngokuthi nje ugcina uluza i-dignity, uluze le self esteem, like ungasaziboni like a valuable person. You start looking down on yourself and think ukuthi you are just a nobody. Then you end up nje ungazami to do other things ukuthi improve life yakho because you are financially unstable, uyabungela mali, so yonke into nje will be hard.
Khona kuyani ukuthi angisela self esteem like she's saying. Khona kuyani ukuthi sokumele ukuthi umuntu nxa engishela la nxa ngingamfuni sokumele ngimvume because sengicabanga ama benefits engizawathola from the relationship. What about mina ukuthi niluzana ukuhlukumezeka engikutholayo ku relationship? Kukhona mhlawumbe ufuna uku-add pressures to what they've just said.
Okay, bengifuna ukuthi nxa ukusilimaza ukuthi you can never realize who you want to be nxa ungela ama opportunities lawo. You stay where you are. These days kule depression and also affects abatsha kakhulu, ikakhulu abatsha omama, and so ukuswela lama opportunities leading you to staying at home and performing unpaid care work kuyasilimaza.
Ngibuze in terms of economic empowerment as young women. I've seen ama-programs othola ukuthi babuye basifundise ngenkukhu, ukugcina inkukhu, babuye basifundise ukuthi gcinani inkukhu. What are your thoughts about that as young women? Is it okay? Is it economically empowering us ukuthi lathi sikwazi ukuzimela sodwa? Konke ukufundiswa ngama-dish, ukwenza ama-dish washing liquids kuyasincedisa yini kodwa ukuthi lathi sizithole sesi out there doing our businesses, hustling to put food on the table, singadependi on the other gender?
Oh, that one yikho kusebenzayo vele. Yikho okumele sithi engage kukho ngoba kuyasinceda kakhulu. Like if ngakwanisa ukwenza inkukhu zami ngingazuza imali for a start noma i-50 US, ngikwanisa ukuthola inkukhu zami lokudla kwazo ngizimanage zikhule, ngiyazuza income. Umntana wami uyahamba esikolo, ngiyakwanisa ukuthenga ukudla, ngiyakwanisa ukuthenga even isepa yokugeza. I think that one kuyasebenza ama-projects, those small projects esiwenzayo. Kumbe ukuzilimela kuyingadi endlini, uzithengisela umbhida wakho, uthengisa amatamatisi akho, it works.
Ngizophela lingaboqambi ngathi mhlawumbe akulisebenzeli
maybe sisakhonapho futhi sisakhuluma ngama-projects lawo. Most of the times yabona ukuthi I think i-challenge ebakhona kubo mama abaningi who are in that kind of business ngama-markets for their produce. So if there was a way lapha bangancedisa khona to get markets lapha bazabhadalwa khona imali, that makes sense, that will make them be able to take care of their families, that would go a long way, because being able to a project is another story, and finding ama-markets akhona.
Like those projects vele ziyasiza, but I think okuqhakathekile imali ye-start, like ukuthi ube le mali ye-start, then you take it from there. I think
ukuncediswa nge-capital, like ekhulume ngama-loan ukuthi kuma-banks akungabi nzima ukuthi sithole izimali lezi. But Precious, ake sithi njengoba sihlukumezekile as young women, sifuna lathi ukuthi sizibonele, sizihustlele, sizitholele imali zethu. How can we advocate for access to ama-economic opportunities as women? Sizilwele ukuthi lathi we want the same economical opportunities as everyone. Nxa kuyikuthi sonke asisebenzi, sonke nasingasebenzi, kungathiwa ukuthi no ubeke ngumama lapha kangeni, you know.
Bengifuna ukuthi maybe ngiqale ngokubuyela behind bijana endabeni yama-projects ukuthi we don't want the small projects kuphela. We also want to embark on the big projects. We also want ama-mining claims wona lawo aphiwayo, as we know ukuthi usually when it comes to mining, it's a preserve for men. It's still a preserve for men. Although if you can argue, we want those big shares in those big companies, not only just the small projects. But if I'm also capable, I should also be able to qualify in such opportunities. Really, our problem emanates from the beliefs that are already there in the society. So I think it starts with breaking those barriers. A woman's place is in the kitchen. You know, a woman's place is at home, and bearing children. And it starts from changing that narrative and teaching our boys that we're raising, teaching our children we're raising, no, you can be anyone, you can be at any place that you feel like. So I think it also starts with ensuring that there is maximum participation from women when it comes to economic governance issues. When there are issues of our tax, when there are issues of public debt, when there are issues of consultations, we should have women voices in those particular spaces. Ukwenzela ukuthi mhlawumbe ku budget we also have a fair share when it comes to advancing opportunities abomama, when it comes to advancing opportunities amankazana labatsha. Yes, that's what I want.
Okunye okusibisele emuva ukuthi lathi asila voice. Sakhuliswa khona khani patriarch ukuthi yabuzwa ukuthi mina vele indawo yami isekitchen. Kuyaba lama budgets. Ngake ngakhuluma lo munye guy that I stay with. Wayekhuluma ukuthi yakwazi ukuthi bekule budget meeting obekukhulunywa ibifocus kakhulu ebantwini abangomama ukuthi kuyini elifuna kwenziwe ukuze life zenziwe lula. Omama bathulezwe abakhulumi, you know, but you are the ones who are affected. Lithuleleni, khuluma whatever that is in your mind ezakwenza ukuthi ufile la ukuthi but life yami ba easy. So ngibuza kini as young women abakhetha futhi ukuthula nxa libuzwa izinto. Kwenziweni to empower women, to empower young women ukuthi nxa kuthiwe beke sukuma ukhulume, ngisukume ngikhulume ngingesafi. Kuyini elicabanga ukuthi kumele kwenze ukuze sifike kulesine stage sokuthi nxa kuthiwe khuluma ungalindi ukuthi umuntu ongubaba, you are the one who's affected. But sokumele ukuthi umuntu ongubaba akukhulumele. That's why we have issues lapha elikhuluma ngabo sanitary way ukuthi thina amaphedza ayadura. It's because lithule, liyanika chance yokukhuluma and we keep quiet. So what do you think should be done to empower young women to empower women generally ukuthi basukume when there is need. Siphila ku patriarchy society, yes, but until we stand up sohlala sikhala. So what do you guys think should be done to empower us ukuthi ngikwazi ukuzikhulumela? Sikhulume ngokuthi we should advocate for access to economical opportunities, but siza advocate kanjani thina sisesaba? So kwenziweni ukuthi sisukumele phezulu?
Okay, I think as young women we need to be educated on our rights. People are ignorant, especially abantu abangomama. They don't know their right. They don't know ama-rights amalungelo ethu kasiwazi. But nxa singafundiswa ngamalungelo ethu kuzaba lula ukuthi ngisukume ngizikhulumele ukuthi no, I have right to education, I have right to life, I have right to healthy, right. So I think siyadinga ukuthi sifundise futhi lokuba sibe ngama-active participant in everything eyenzakalayo in our society, in our community, sikwazi ukuzimela sizikhulumele, because obaba bazakhuluma abakufunayo okushodayo, thina omama sikho okuzayenzakala kuzaphumelela ngokufunwa ngabobaba, but thina okwethu sihlezi sivalela sizikhulumela. I think kuqakathekile ukuthi sibe active and participate in everything that happens around us.
Okay, mina I think as young women we are procrastinating, sihleli nje silindele i-change ukuthi yenzakale without us participating in that change to change impilo zethu. I think as young women we should stand up, like uma mhlawumbe si complain about something, we should follow up on that something and silandelela until sibone ama results. Singahlali nje and say we complained, a change is going to come. We should stand up and act ukuthi sibone a change.
Thank you so much. What do you have to say, Precious, ukuthi ke sikhuphule izinga labantu labo mama kuma spaces lapho abazakwazi ukukhuluma khona, bangalindi ukuthi ubaba, you are the one who's affected, usufuna ubaba kube nguye okucabangelayo futhi?
Okay. I think it starts with empowering omama lamankazana with knowledge for them to be able to participate. They can only participate if they have the knowledge, if they have vast knowledge concerning to the things. Actually, they know the things that are affecting them. Njengoba usise sekhulumile ukuthi kuqakathekile ukuthi bebekwazi amalungelo abo. If there is need to refer actually to constitution and participate actively participate. Participate doesn't mean we only participate kuma consultations kuphela, but in also monitoring at a local level. Sikhangela ukuthi okay, fine, our voices have been heard kuma consultations akhona. Did they then allocate khonokho sifuna nje ama priorities njengabo mama? Did they then realize that and make sure that we enjoy those priorities as what demandile? So it's also a monitoring process throughout all the stages who are involved ku budget la ku economic governance.
Ngibuza ukuthi nxa sokutholakala ukuthi sengisukumile ngakhuluma, then like you're saying ukuthi kumele siphinde sifunde ukumonitor ukuthi nxa sesithe thina sifuna ku-prioritize into so yangayenziwa, what then do we do? How do we hold our duty bearers accountable ukuthi libuyile lathi lina lifunani bobeke sathi njengezimkhotha liyakwazi yini ukusincedisa nxa sengizithola ukuthi yes sakhulumela lokho but mina ngiyi-1 I'm nobody, kumbe thina siyi-5 ivoice yethu ayizwakali, but nxa sihamba lezimkhotha kule that thing uyabo ikhona indlela yini izimkhotha that chips in ukuthi okay bekeli le problem so sesingalincedisa thina or any organization that you know of ukuthi nxa sesibona ukuthi asizwakalanga but we want izinto esizifunayo ukuthi zenziwe njengoba sicelile?
Okay, ngiyabonga Beke for that question. Now we believe in capacitating ama communities, omama labatsha who are facing those challenges. We believe in them organizing on their own as a community, and then going to say we are going to demand for that particular service. Unfortunately, of course we will guide you, but I believe with the knowledge that we have given you, lizakwanisa ukuthi lani lisume ukwenzela ukuthi kusasa nxa izimkhodi le ingekho liyakwanisa ukuthi lithathe i-action njenge-community, njengabomama, njengabatsha. Thank you.
Ake sithi namhlanje you are given a chance as a young woman ukuthi wenze nje policy eza economically empower a young woman. Yuphi nje umthetho ongawufaka ukuthi ngabe kwenziwa so ukuze lathi as young women sibe economically empowered, kube le gender equality. Siyasizwe ngama issues of sextortion ukuthi uyathola ukuthi ube ukukhuluma ukuthi okay sengiwutholile lami umsebenzi ukuze lami ngibe lo mholo wami sengihlukunyezwa, sokuthiwa no beke nxa ufuna ukukhuphuka yenza so. Yiwuphi umthetho ongawufaka ufile ukuthi yalo ungangisebenzela ukuthi lathi as young women sibe le access to economical opportunities?
Ngizathi kunxa ngingafaka umthetho ngizathi mina young women involvement in decision making, kwenzela ukuthi ivoice yomuntu ongumama izwakale, lezidingo zabo zizwakale.
It starts with us standing up, really. What do you have to say, Katherine?
Okay, mina, my policy will be like, wonke umuntu ongumama like qualified ukuthi asebenze noma yiwuphi umsebenzi, like kungabi ngabantu abangabobaba who take like ama jobs la phezulu. Umuntu ongumama can be a president, umuntu ongumama like abe engineer, anything nje afuna ukuba yiyo.
Maybe nxa ngaqala sikhangele what the constitution says about awarding equal economic opportunities for women. Nxa sikhangele kundaba ye national development yakhuluma, nxa sikhangele la kundaba ye gender equality yakhuluma ukuthi women and youth should be awarded and ama opportunities alingeneyo. Siyabona sike sakhuluma ngendaba zama loans ona lawo esikhulume ngawo o Empower Bank, lamanye ama loans nje abuyayo for women that are in business. Ngiyathanda ukurefer kakhulu to the mining sector. Kuyabe kube lama claims that are available for women, but although they face a challenge ukuthi collateral eyabifunakala is not something to their reach in terms of ownership, izinto ezinjengabo land, izinto ezinjengabo property, although our constitution does state ukuthi uhulumende wethu labasebenzi bayo they should take an extra step in ensuring ukuthi labo mama baloku owner inhlabathi and other property.
Thank you so much, Precious. Ngikuzokhuluma nge-mining and lava mina emvela khona igolide linengi mani, ukuthi uzamele ngithi stick with you ungi-empower lami ngiyebamba ama-mining claims la engihlala khona, kulokuthi uhlala la kulama mines khona but you have nothing in your name. So thank you so much ladies for coming. Siyabonga Precious for taking time out of your busy schedule ukuthi lizosifundisa si understand, and I hope our listeners understand ukuthi kusi-affecta njani as young women ukuthi singabi le access to ama economical opportunities as everyone else. Kuyasilimaza. They talked of issue ye gender based violence, bakhulume ngokuthi kwesinye isikhathi ugcina uluza your self esteem. I hope we learned something from this conversation, and sizathi ngemva ka Precious sifunde a lot of things, sifind out futhi ukuthi nxa sifuna i-information akhulume ngayo about ama public debt, how it affects us as young women, sihamba ngaphi, singahlangana nayo njani izimkhodi ukuze siqhubeke ukufunda kwethu kungapheleli lapha. Thank you so much. Until next time, ngiyabonga kakhulu. It was nice having you. Ngiyabonga. Until next time, from the girls' table. Ngiyabonga.